Niners at Washington. Should be an easy one for San Fran, but we shall see. First, Green Bay and Minnesota tying 26-26. First time a game ended in a tie under the new overtime rule, where each team kicked a field goal.
Which I don't. It's good. It's a kind of a good rule. I mean, I don't know.
Whatever. I mean,
it's you can't really get. I kind of like the sudden death. It made everything interesting.
Yeah, it made it a lot more interesting. Yeah, you had Scott Tolzien in, getting the start. He gets pulled from Mike McCarthy. Bring back Matt Flynn. 16-point fourth quarter. Comeback happens. Now we'll see who will get the start on Thanksgiving.
I think it might be Matt Flynn.
Well, I'm hoping it's Aaron Rodgers.
You're right. As a Packer fan, I would hope it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I suspect Matt Flynn should get the start.
I mean, you could.
He knows the system.
He knows the system, and this week it couldn't have been a better week to actually get a W without Rodgers under center, but with both Detroit losing and Chicago.
Yeah.
So what are the Packers now? What's their record?
5-5-1. And everyone else and Detroit and
now,
Chicago are 6-5. It's better than the loss.
It's better than the loss.
That's about all I could say about that tie.
Yeah, it's better than the loss.
Yeah.
And those other two teams who did fall, you had Tampa Bay, Mike Glennon leading the way. Mike Glennon
Yep.
defeating.
Good riddance, Josh Freeman for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Glennon's looking good. I like him. I was impressed with his arm strength.
Started him again in fantasy.
His presence in the pocket, his arm strength. I really like what I'm seeing from him.
Yeah.
Even without a running game, they have no running game.
Yeah.
Rainey is,
He's hit or miss. He had that one great game.
Yeah,
big deal.
he's a flash in the pan. I mean, he's going to give you a big run, big day, or he's just not going to give you anything. And I think Glenn is doing well without a running game, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. That switch to Glennon from Freeman definitely turned their season around.
This kid's got a strong arm.
Strong arm.
Launched the ball. Hey.
21 pass attempts, and he almost had 300 yards.
Hey,
I mean, not almost, 247 yards, but, you know, it was, now in the NFL today, you got to throw the ball 40 times, you get 350 yards.
Yeah.
300 yards.
That's more than 10 yards or completion. Yeah.
Right. It was
3 weeks.
No, pass. Yeah.
3 weeks ago, we're saying Greg Schiano's on the hot seat. If they could end up winning these last,
even
three.
5 wins out of the
Oh,
season.
definitely.
Yeah, 3 out of the 5, we'll see Greg Schiano back with the Bucks.
Yeah.
The San Diego Chargers, Phillip Rivers almost thrown for 400 yards against a Kansas City defense, which pretty much stopped everyone that came into town. Not this time. They defeated the Chiefs 41-38. Shocking. Now the Chiefs next week have another tough matchup against the Broncos, so this could be 3 in a row. Who knows?
I'm not too surprised about this game. I thought it was a trap for Kansas City. Being disappointed about Denver, still thinking about that game, and San Diego's a good team, and but I think Kansas City's gonna bounce back, and they're gonna
I think
top
they'll
Denver.
be all right.
Yeah,
Kansas City will be all right.
definitely.
And good news for Kansas City today is that Tamba Ali's ankle sprain was slight. It was not a severe injury. He'll be all right. And Houston, the only concern with Houston is that his swelling has not allowed him to get an MRI. So there's a lot of swelling on his elbow. It can mean that there's ligament damage. It can mean that there might have been a pop of an in and out, like it popped out of the socket and it came back in. It could mean that he just has a bone bruise. It could mean there's a fracture. You don't know. It could be anything.
Thank you, Dr. Francini, for the update.
All right, Joe. Keep going. But the Chiefs are glad that it's good to have Tamba Ali back. Not lose both of them. If they're gonna lose one of them, it still hurts. But Tamba Ali is the captain of that defense.
The Rams defeated the Bears 42-21.
Kellen Clemens.
I was shocked. I didn't think they would put up 42. I didn't think that they'd limit Chicago to only 21 points because McCown has been playing well.
Yeah, I was surprised at how that game turned out. I thought the Bears would take it.
We talked about Baltimore and the Jets. Carolina just hanging on. Just hanging on to defeat the Miami Dolphins.
The only thing I got against Carolina is, and the reason why they're not going to go that far, in my opinion, is that Cam Newton is too inconsistent. Because he comes up with these terrific games like he had in New England. The week before that, he did not play well against San Francisco, and now this week he did not play that well against Miami, in my opinion. You think he played well yesterday?
Nah,
I think he played terrible.
He didn't play terrible. There were some passes where he really didn't look great, but then at the end, he did convert that.
He got the win.
He did get that win. So
all that matters is he got the win, but I still think that he could have taken it to another level. And if this team, I feel like they should have beat this team a little bit more. But the Dolphins have been playing better.
Absolutely, and they started off the season real hot, hit a terrible bump, and now hope to
bounce back against
their season.
Jets.
They're still in it.
Yeah,
They're still in it.
Yeah, I mean, going up against the Jets this week, that's a great chance for them to get their momentum going again.
Looks and good to see Mike Wallace actually contribute to something.
It's about
NFL.
time. It's about time.
Jacksonville and Houston.
Yeah,
two terrible teams.
Two terrible teams.
Yeah.
Terrible result. Jacksonville wins.
13-6.
Houston's awful. They need a lot of help. Exactly. Next. Tennessee, 23.
Two terrible teams.
23-19 over Oakland.
I like Tennessee.
Hey, Fitzpatrick throwing for over 300 yards. Rarely see that. Got to give it up to him.
Probably my biggest surprise so far that I've seen is the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals defeated the Indianapolis Colts 40-11. The Cardinals,
just a dominating performance. Dominating.
The Cardinals have slowly creeped up into the radar now at 7-4.
Floyd and Fitzgerald are looking to be a pretty good tandem.
A rejuvenated Carson Palmer, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
314 yards, 2 touchdowns, 26-37. Great day for Carson. Rashard Mendenhall, 13 carries, 54 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
They need a running game. I like Allington. They're using Mendenhall as another change of pace type of guy. But the biggest thing for me is the defense needs to keep playing well, and they need to get the ball to Fitz.
But hey, 7-4. If somehow the Redskins could beat San Fran, they'll be tied at 7-4 apiece. So.
And the game of the week. The game of the week was considered to be the Giants Cowboys, but the real game of the week.
The real game of the week.
Denver and New England. Peyton, Brady, Manning.
Manning, Brady, cold.
Yeah.
Cold night.
Wind.
New England.
Cold night in Foxborough.
New England starts off so slow.
Yeah, that first half was absolutely brutal, but turn it up in the second half.
Stephen Ridley. Fumbled the ball how many times this year?
Way too many.
4 or 5 times?
Way too many.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he's gotten the second, the third, the fourth chance over here with
Belichick.
With Belichick.
Yeah. I think the only reason why he's gotten that because he does have talent.
He does, but I mean, it comes to a point where your job is to hold on to that ball.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done it.
Yeah, I mean, the benchings for the one game, they're gonna add up, and pretty soon they
have replacements for him. They have Vereen, they have Bolden.
Exactly. I mean,
but Vereen is not the type of carry guy. Like the guy that get carries.
No, but
he's a Darren Sproles type guy.
But Bolden though showed himself excellently last night.
He should get a start.
Yep. I completely agree. I think he should start next week.
And I think that the Patriots are right there with the Broncos as being the best team in the AFC.
Good possibility. I mean, the Broncos.
I still don't consider Kansas City to be,
Not yet. They're up there. They have the talent.
Yeah, they have to prove themselves. I mean, right now only Only one game separates the Broncos and the Patriots have the tiebreaker.
Right.
So it's a very possible chance that those two teams could meet up again in Foxborough.
And no Sean Marino turning out to be one of the best running backs in all of football this year. Who would have known? 37 carries, 224 yards.
Yeah, they were feeding him all day last night, and that really helped them.
Only threw for 150 yards.
He's struggled in the cold weather. He's been notorious for those weaker games, but a little luck on their side for New England, and they ended up getting the much-needed W. So before we end this show, we got to go to our usual pick'ems. This week, football starting a little early. Well, we always have that one Thursday night game. This Thanksgiving Thursday, we have 3, starting off with Green Bay at Detroit.
This is a tough one. The Lions are notoriously don't play that well on Thanksgiving. Not that matters. They just haven't been a good team ever. But
and they've played a lot of tough teams on Thanksgiving.
Right. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Green Bay. Can't go against my pack.
I'm gonna make you disappointed, but I'm going with the Lions.
Oh, good. That's why you won't be on the show next week.
You're fired, Zach.
Oakland at Dallas.
Ugh.
Dallas. Hey, say it, John. Say it proud.
I can't stand Dallas.
Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm only going Baltimore because they're home.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Jacksonville at Cleveland.
Cleveland.
All right. Tennessee at Indianapolis.
Indy.
John's thinking.
Colts look terrible.
Trent
Richardson can't run out of a. I don't even know. I'll go Indianapolis.
Indy. All right. Chicago at Minnesota.
Chicago.
Miami at Jets.
Miami.
Tampa at Carolina.
What are you picking, Joe?
The unanimous. It's unanimous here. If I don't say anything, it's unanimous.
Okay.
Miami at Jets.
You said Miami.
Oh, Miami. All right. Arizona at Philly.
Arizona. Philly's a terrible home team for some reason.
Yeah. I'm
going Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Philly. I just can't. I'm still on that Nick Foles train for sure.
Okay, I'm going with Arizona. I think they're hot.
Tampa Bay at Carolina.
Tampa Bay.
Ooh, risque. Sax is feeling a little risque in the studio today.
You got Tampa?
Nah, I'm going Carolina.
Okay.
New England at Houston.
Please don't. I mean, this is a joke.
Exactly. We'll leave it at that.
New England.
Atlanta at Buffalo.
Jesus. Buffalo.
Buffalo, baby.
Buffalo, yeah.
St. Louis at San Fran.
San Fran.
San Fran, but they're not playing well.
St. Louis. Denver at Kansas City.
Kansas City.
KC.
Denver. Cincinnati at San Diego. Good matchup.
Really good.
Inconsistent Bengals. I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers.
I want to go with the Chargers, but Cincy bye week coming off the bye, I'll take Cincy. Giants, Washington.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Redskins.
Oh man. New Orleans at Seattle.
Jesus. At Seattle.
Ooh.
Home team takes it. Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle.
Yeah. They're too good at home.
Yeah, and New Orleans not in the dome.
Not in the dome.
Yeah.
Breeze is going to be cold, and this is the perfect defense to stop him.
Yep.
All right, we're getting kicked down now.
Yeah, getting kicked out here.
Sports Central would like to thank everyone for listening. Also, wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours.
Everyone.
Next week will be our last show, so make sure you all tune in, and we'll be back next semester.
Last show of the semester.
We'll be back next semester at some time, some point, but make sure you tune in. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Keep warm.
It's freezing out there. Have a happy, safe Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
And we'll see you when we see you.
Next week.
Hi, this is David Wright, and you're listening to WICR.
There's always gonna be some light, but I gotta get out, I gotta break it out now before